We had been married for 8 years. I thought we had a solid life, steady jobs, a home we both loved, and a routine that worked for us. I had never imagined that the quiet comfort we shared could hide something so corrosive beneath the surface. It started as a normal evening. We had friends over for dinner. Laughter, wine, and small talk filled the dining room. I noticed she was unusually quiet, her eyes flicking down at her phone more than usual. At first, I didn't think much of it. Maybe work messages, maybe a family emergency. Then I saw it. Her fingers moved quickly, texting someone, smirking slightly with every sentence. My stomach twisted. I caught a glimpse of the screen. "Can't wait to see you later," one message read. Another, "You're amazing, babe." Everything inside me went cold. I didn't yell, I didn't slam my glass on the table. I sat quietly, watching her, my mind racing. The room buzzed with conversation, laughter, and clinking cutlery, but I only saw her and that phone. My wife, whom I trusted implicitly, was sending intimate messages to another man, right here, at my table, in our home. I waited. I watched her reactions, the quick glances to make sure no one noticed, the tension in her smile. And then I spoke, calm, deliberate. "Is there someone else I should know about?" I asked. The words barely made it past my lips before she choked. Not literally, but her composure shattered like glass. She froze, phone halfway to her lap, eyes wide. The laughter around the table felt distant, almost irrelevant, as all attention, mine, hers, the sudden shift in energy, focused on that single moment. "What?" she stammered, voice trembling. I took a sip of wine, measured, calm. "The messages, the texts, right now at the table, you're messaging someone else." Her face went pale. She dropped the phone, tried to laugh it off. "It's nothing, just a friend." I didn't flinch. I didn't raise my voice. I just looked at her, quietly, steadily, letting the truth settle between us. "It's not nothing," I said. "You're texting someone in a way that isn't friendly. I can see it, and I can see that you think I won't notice." The room was silent now. Our friends exchanged glances, sensing the tension, sensing that something had snapped. She tried again. It's complicated. You wouldn't understand." "I think I understand perfectly," I said. "You're betraying me, in my own home, in front of the people I care about." Her breathing quickened. She opened her mouth, then closed it. The words that once might have deflected, justified, or manipulated were gone. In that moment, she realized the control she had assumed she had over me, over the secret, over our life, was gone. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I simply continued eating, slowly, deliberately, letting the weight of my calm presence and knowledge hit her. I let her choke on the consequences of her actions, silently, while everyone else continued their awkward attempts at conversation around us. After dinner, I excused myself. I left the house. I went for a long drive. I didn't call. I didn't text. I didn't confront her again that night. The shock, the humiliation, and the exposure had already done its work. Over the next few days, I made a decision. I couldn't trust her anymore. Not the same way. Not in the same house. Not in the same marriage. Her betrayal wasn't a one-time mistake. It was a pattern, and I could no longer participate in a relationship built on lies. I approached her calmly. "We need to talk, and not just about the texts, about everything, about us." She tried to deny it, minimize it, apologize without taking accountability. I listened, but inside, I knew what I had to do. I set boundaries. I demanded transparency, and when she refused to meet me halfway, I left. It wasn't dramatic. No yelling, no smashing dishes, no public spectacle. It was quiet, deliberate, and necessary. I packed my things, moved to an apartment across town, and began rebuilding my life. I cut contact with the man she had been texting. I stopped answering her calls except for the practical matters. I reclaimed control over my own world, my own space, my own peace. In the months that followed, I realized something crucial. Betrayal is not just about the act itself. It's about the small moments, the hidden habits, the quiet betrayals that accumulate until they burst into view. It's about control. It's about respect, or the lack of it. And in that moment at dinner, her composure crumbled because she realized she had lost both in one glance, one sentence, one calm accusation. 3 years later, I'm in a better place, stronger, calmer, more aware. I know who I am and what I deserve, and I know that silence, observation, and calm confrontation can be more powerful than anger, threats, or dramatics. That night at the dinner table taught me more about betrayal, dignity, and self-respect than any fight ever could. She choked on her guilt that evening, but I had already stepped into clarity, and stepping out of betrayal and into my own power was the only way I could survive, and eventually thrive.